Hey guys, Chuck Chapman, certified No More Mr. Nice Guy coach. Yesterday I had a great call with my Saturday guys. We talked about purpose, what it is, how to find it, what to do with it once you got it. So I'm taking that portion of the video and I'm showing it to you here. Please take a moment and hit the like or subscribe button. Here we go. Purpose. What is it? How do I find it? And also kind of give you guys a little bit of a roadmap. Those of you that don't know what it is, give you maybe some perspective and some ideas and things like that, questions to ask yourself that'll help sort of uncover purpose. My purpose and how the fuck do I find it? Ultimate questions in life. So those of you guys who have been working with me individually, you know that I ask you this question a lot. What do you want? You know, because I think part of our purpose is found in that answer. And lots of us nice guys, right? We don't know what we want, right? Because we've been spending our entire life trying to make everybody else happy. So when it comes to us and say, well, what do I want? It's hard for us to understand that time. So core question is, what do I want? David Data says, when you know your true purpose, which is your core desire in life, each moment can become a full expression of your core desire. And so that's kind of the purpose around purpose, is to be able to express your purpose in everything that you do. So what is your core desire? What does your heart say? What is your heart telling you that you want? And again, it's really difficult sometimes when we've got the noise of our history, maybe religious guilt or family of origin stuff or work stuff or spouse stuff, to really kind of get quiet and deep and like, what does my heart want? What is my heart's desire? Because underneath that, right, is where we find purpose. Okay. So purpose is not a thing, but it's rather a sum total of a couple of things. And this is just my opinion. So take it for what it's worth. But I think oftentimes we're trying to find our purpose, right? And so we're like, what's my thing? What's my purpose? And it's not the thing. It's a sum total of a couple of things. Okay. So what's my heart desire? What's my mission? And what's my vision? So my heart's desire is, what do I want? My mission is, what do I do? And my vision is, where am I going? Okay. So when you take those three things and you put them together, out of that is the sum total, which then can become your purpose. So for example, a little example here. What do I want? I want to have fun. I want to create connection. I want to spend money. So what do? I make plans. I book a trip. Where am I going? I'm going to Disneyland. All right. So my purpose then is a combination of these things to have fun, make connection, and go to Disneyland. But now that I know what I want to do and I know where I'm going, then I can start getting there. For the nice guy, right? What our mission has been something like this. What do I want? I want a problem-free, smooth life. Okay. What do? I make everyone happy. I hide my heart. I tell half-truths. I cover my mistakes. I make covert contracts. I avoid conflict. Okay. So where am I going? What's my vision? Well, the nice guy's vision or his paradigm or his distortion is, if I will get my needs met by meeting everyone else's needs, specifically without them asking, so that I will get my needs met without me asking, right? So I will ultimately have a problem-free, smooth life. But the nice guy, you take away that purpose, right? You read No More Mr. Nice Guy and you're like, oh, I've been following the wrong purpose my whole life here. I got to do something different here. You take away that purpose and suddenly it's like, I don't know where I'm going. I don't know what I'm supposed to do, right? And we're in relationship and we feel confused. It creates anxiety. We start to feel helpless. And so what we do is we do what we've always done and we hope for different results. The integrated man is driven by his purpose. He knows where he's going. He knows what he's supposed to do, and he makes decisions based on his values. And when something isn't working, he does something different. All right. So how do we find our purpose? And this is just some things that I found clues for myself. One of the things for me, purpose has to be bigger than just me. It has to have almost kind of come from the outside in. That it's bigger than me. If my purpose and my vision and my mission aren't big enough to sustain me when shit hits the fan, then I don't have a big enough vision, mission, and purpose in life. Your purpose, I think, is your highest masculine calling. Okay, the masculine does, it penetrates. Okay, so purpose is penetrating. It's putting a dent in the universe. It's doing something that's bigger than yourself, that's penetrating the world. The third clue is that it creates resistance in you. It's the thing that you want to do that you don't want to do, right? And when you get down to it, there's this great resistance to it. I was thinking of the movie Gladiator. If you guys remember that, at the very beginning of Gladiator, Marcus Aurelius is talking to Maximus about, he's dying and he wants to give Maximus, he wants him to be emperor of Rome. And Maximus is like, with all my heart, no, I don't want that. I just want to go home. I want to have a problem-free, smooth life. I want to go home with my wife, my kids, and my farm, and my simple life. And so there's that resistance there, is that thing that we don't want to do. And then finally, another clue is, does it give your life meaning? Do you find something in it that you're, not only is it bigger yourself, but that it creates meaning? It gives you some kind of, I was just thinking about I think I told you guys last time that my father-in-law was sick. And on our last week on our Sunday call, right afterwards, I found out that he had passed away. And so the last couple of weeks has been, funeral and all of that. And I've kind of gotten to know the man on a little bit deeper level. And, one of the things that he did that I didn't realize was he journaled. And so he left behind all of these fantastic journals about his internal world. And my wife was reading them and really helped her in her own process and that kind of thing. And it just got me, it's really kind of where this topic spurred from, was that it's got me thinking about purpose and life and legacy and all of those kind of things. What do I want to leave behind? So it's got to give your life some kind of meaning. So purpose should generate excitement. Okay. Should be fun, right? Excitement oftentimes is, kind of that resistance then is anxiety, right? It should align with your values, so your virtues. It should do something that you feel good about, and it should cause you to perpetually grow. So it's not just a one and done kind of thing, but it's something that keeps expanding you personally. Okay. A few questions to help ask yourself to find purpose. Okay. What makes you come alive? Can you remember a time in your life where you felt fully alive, where you felt free, where you felt like awesome? There's a clue in there someplace. And what scares you? What is the thing that you don't want to do? There's a clue in there. Where's your wound? Well, I've found that a lot of times our purpose is born out of a wound. Who's your hero? There's people that you like, that you emulate. What is it about that person? What are those that you like? Sometimes I think you can find purpose in quotes. Find a quote that inspires you. And then there's that question, one day I will fill in the blank. One day when everything's in alignment, then I'm going to start my business. Then I'm going to, build my dream house, something in there. So these are all just questions and things to give yourselves clue to help you find your purpose. So what's your mission? Okay, your mission is what you do. And I found that most guys are a combination of these 5 things, and there's probably more, but these are just the 5 that I've kind of come up with. Sometimes you have like a primary one, but I think if by understanding these different things that it's, you can kind of go, oh, I really identify with that. That's me. Okay, so that's what I do. So number 1 is a teacher. Some of us are, we like to teach. We like to collect information and then give information. There's something really gratifying about teaching for some of us. Some of us are administrators. We like the detail stuff. We like the, accounting, planning, numbers, all of that kind of stuff. And you're an administrator. Some people are creators, like creative, artistic designers. Some of us are builders. We like to build stuff. Maybe whether it's physical stuff like building a house, or building, finances, or constructing a thing. And then some of us are healers. We want to help other people heal. And generally, it's at the point of where we were wounded is where we want to offer healing to others. And I think you can be a combination of all of these, a couple of these, or you may have one that's really, really strong, but just kind of ask yourself the question, am I a teacher? Am I an administrator? Am I a creator? Am I a builder? Am I a healer? And that's, again, a place to start. Okay. So your vision is where you're going. Okay. What do I want to do? Where do I want to go? How am I going to get there? And what's it look like when I arrive? I got to have like an idea, sort of like if you got a map, and on that map you put a destination. That destination then is your vision from where you're going. Right? So where am I going? What am I going to be like in 10 years? Who's that guy? I start creating a vision around that guy. What do I want him to look like? What do I want him to feel? Do I want him to be a fat old guy with gray hair who, sits in his room and watches TV and eats Cheetos? Oh, no. Okay. That's not a good vision. Maybe I want him to be, I want me 10 years from now to be healthy and vibrant and a better version of myself. When I arrive, what am I going to look like? 10 years from now, I want to be fit. I want to be healthy. I want to be charismatic. I want to be powerful. I want to be present. So these are the things that I know that I need to work on. And this is where I'm going. And then finally, I think your vision, again, has to align with your values or your virtues. I wrote an article a few years ago. You guys can find it just for those of you who want a little bit more depth about like what exactly are my values and virtues. It's called the 25 Virtues Found in the Best of Men. You can either Google 25 virtues and that'll usually come up, or Chuck Chapman virtues, that'll come up, or there's a tiny URL that's down here that you can find that as well. But it's just a list of 25 virtues that I think as we start to explore, not being a nice guy, but being integrated, we find that there's certain things, values and virtues in ourselves that we've never really taken the time to look at and decide, what do I want to be? Do I want to be courageous? Do I want to be loyal? Do I want to be tenacious? Do I want to be gracious? Do I want to be, those are just some of the ones that pop off the top of my head. And then, so again, your mission plus your vision. Well, actually your heart's desire, I forgot to write that on there. Your heart's desire, okay, your mission plus your vision, the sum total of that can be your purpose. So I'll share with you my purpose statement. I wrote this, I don't know, 5-6 years ago. So I was just looking at it again today. I started with a quote, okay, a quote that I really like, that inspires me. This is, don't ask what the world needs, ask what makes you come alive, and go do that, because what the world needs are men who are fully alive. Okay, my mission, what do? I counsel, I coach, I write, I teach in order to help men live lives based on reason, wisdom, goodness, and love. My mission is to inspire other men into the battle because life is difficult. I help men free themselves of limiting beliefs, attachments to outcomes, which lead to a life of self-compassion and ridding themselves of toxic shame. My vision statement is, where am I going? Okay. I want to develop a core message to be an expert in the field of personal development and nice guy recovery, to build a tribe of men who aspire. I can't read the word because you guys, your faces are covering up. But aspire something about abundance, and reach people with a message of hope through living out something with my personal values and becoming integrated men. So my core values or virtues are: I value courage, humility, tenacity, grace, and eloquence. And at the end of the day, it's I want to live from my fucking heart. And so I find that this has been a good roadmap for me. Like when I start to get derailed sometimes and life gets overwhelming, you know. And just last night I was feeling kind of overwhelmed, and then I remembered, you know, what we were talking about today and all of that, and I went back and reread this vision statement and mission purpose statement, and I don't know, it just kind of gave me a renewed sense, right? Helped me kind of push through the resistance that was coming up, which ultimately I think is what purpose can help us do.